about me. Doubt myself, never. No, I won't let up. I'm that go-getter. Yeah, that's on me.
Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Symmeteria. This is Fluffy Butt, and today I am going to undertake something I've been really procrastinating on, and that's making improvements to my Piglin Bartering farm. I've been working on a few designs on looking at how to both make these trades faster, and really the only way to do that is to have more piglins and an item collection that can handle the increased number of trades. So even at 4 or 5 piglins, which I can't remember what I have in there, they begin to overwhelm these hoppers and you get a lot of items stacking up, and that's just not good for the server. So let's hop on to the creative world and I'll show you what I've been thinking. So here's the final design I came up with. This Piglin Bartering farm trades at 18,000 gold ingots per hour. Wherever you decide to build your bartering farm, you're going to want to account for whatever collection system you set up. So let's say this is going to be where you're going to drop your first set of items that are going to be pushed to whatever sorting system you're going to do. So you'll want to raise your Piglin barters up so that way their items drop straight onto this spot instead of spilling around. So I have them 4 blocks above the filtering surface. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And they're going to be situated on either side of this space. Get rid of this. So your piglins are going to be standing here. And the idea is you are now going to want to push their items off. So let's do this and go ahead and build up this sticky piston setup. So you're going to want the piston to push off into this way. And so, of course, you can set this configuration any way you want. I'm just going to do this in a simple way. So I'm going to power this block behind these sticky pistons. And for me, I use an observer to direct the signal upward. However you want. Oops, wrong way. You want the you want it to watch below it and power above. You need some repeaters and some redstone. So we're gonna take the power out, put it in here, put that on a 2-tick delay. When you get whatever signal pulse coming up, you're just going to get a quick 1-tick pulse from this observer to power these pistons. So let's just drop in block here. See, there you go, nice and quick. And let's go ahead and build up the chamber in which holds your piglins. So you can use whatever item that you want that won't stick to these pistons. I like to see what's going on, so that's why I'm choosing to use leaves. So this way, when this piston pushes forward, it won't stick to these leaves, but it'll still hold these piglins in. And I'll build everything else with glass. Let's see what is going on. So this block is just temporary there. We're going to want to get a soul sand. And this is going to be the area in which we dispense all the gold ingots. We're using am I using soul sand? Soul sand because it's actually 1 pixel lower than your full-size block. And your piglins can reach up and grab that gold that gets dropped down there. So the simple setup for this is a dropper facing into this space. We're going to want to build glass around it. And I'm going to leave these open for now, so we could drop the piglins in there. But you want this fully encased so your gold doesn't go flying all over the place. And you can have your observers directly powering it. Good, so you can hear that ticking away. And let's see. I like bring this all the way down. You could power this system directly without any type of indicator light. So here we go, I grab that observer. When you power this, it'll power this piston, which will push that observer up and get that clock started. However, if you want to have an indicator light with the redstone lamp, like I have over there, just a slight modification to it. Quite see how far I put this down with a redstone lamp. Okay. Oops. So, as you can see, when this is on, this block is unpowered, so we're going to want to flip that signal with 2 redstone torches, and that'll power that piston on. So let's power this off, and so piston on that will be off. So here, farm on, light on, powering away. Groovy. The other thing we're going to want to build up is this item collection area, which I've goofed up a little bit, but let's push it. Let's say we push it that way. Right. So we're going to have a sticky piston here. With the slime block. With this system being fully powered on, we want to start another clock that's going to set up the timing for this piston to go. So we're going to want a redstone block. Just so I know. Right. It's going to be down under here. So this is going to be a redstone piece of dust here. When this powers on, it's going to power this circuit. So let's build this timing for this circuit. And we'll have it do an etho hopper clock. We want this to be, we want to power the block to turn off the hopper, so we're just going to use a redstone torch to invert the signal. So you can see here with this system off, you have that torch on. that torch, when this torch is on, you'll go ahead and go into this repeater, and this block is now powered. And we're going to put the etho hopper clock right here. Let's get what we need for that. I'm going to do a, just see how this hopper clock is, thought I grabbed a comparator, is being built. There are many tutorials on how and why this works. I'm not going to get into that here. Comparator out. So there we go. We have an etho hopper clock. I'm going to put 10 blocks in. It's the appropriate amount of timing that I had found for my setup. And so when this is powered on, this starts this circuit. And so every time this piston powers on, this is going to pulse. See? And you can read that with an observer. Which we're going to put right here, and that's going to send the signal out yonder. And you can have this read any way you want. Maybe a trap door here, whatever. And so let's do it with the trap door. Need an observer. Let's see what here do I not need? I don't need that comparator anymore. So now every time this gets powered, it's going to be read by this observer, and we can have that power some redstone. So we want 4 repeaters on full delay. And that will set up the timing for this block. And that's basically going to be enough time for these to pulse and drop down, but we'll build that in a little bit. So let me just show you how that's working now. So there we go. This circuit's working. And so now the next thing we're going to want to do is we want to split this pulse out, and we want that pulse to power these guys here. And so we'll just extend this bad boy here. With the redstone circuit. And since I already have this built up, I'm going to be lazy and bring it over yonder. Okay, And we're going to do that with a powered rail. So when this powered rail pulses on and off, this observer will read it. So, let me show you. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14. Great. I think that's enough. Can't remember how many that can go. So if I set this up right, this should power these rails on. I think it goes that far, hopefully. And if not, we could just use redstone too. Turn this on. Nope. Nope. Not far enough. How far does it go? There. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this will go, and then this will go. So, you know, you can send this signal however you want. This could be totally all redstone. You'll just need to drop in a repeater to extend that signal. So that goes with the timing for this dropper system. And when this pushes on, you'll want to set this item filtration center, your item filtration however you want to do. But this first one, what you're going to want at the very least to do, let me turn this off, is the first one needs to line up the items with your filters, which is this chest. You could use it anything that doesn't fully fill up a block. A chest is nice and cheap. So when this pushes your items, they're going to sail all the way this way, be on this one block, and you'll want to set up your slime, sticky piston, propulsion system. And so I think the simplest way to do this is like so, with a pressure plate. So your items will slide across, activate this pressure plate. We'll send that signal into this block to power the piston. And you're going to want, I would say I would actually put it on full delay. And this can go however long you want. Going into whatever turns. I'm not going to get into that, but I'll just get you this first one set up. So, as I mentioned, you'll have items, get pushed across, boom, and away it goes. And so if you have, let's say, your piglins drop a whole bunch of items that they're bartering for. Let's go ahead and power this on. You'll see that it'll push these items down. And there it goes. So the last thing, and probably the hardest in survival, is getting 30 piglins. And that's not too bad, but it just takes a long time. And so I'm going to drop in 30 piglin here. We're going to put 15 piglin in each of these trading cells, or whatever you want to call it. So let's count it out. 1, 2, nope, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And so as you collect these guys, so once you get them in there, you want to cap this off. And you can do a number of different things. You can give them a armor, weapon, whatever, so they don't despawn. You can name them as you get them. For the sake of speed, I'm just going to gift them with some gear. So there we go. Let's make them super menacing with netherite armor. So, let's see. And I forgot to set this system up here. Also, for your gold dispensing, I forgot you want to put a hopper on each side of these and your chests that you can fill up with gold. So for me, I'm going to use it to drop in netherite. So let's see what should be about enough. About helmets. About some boots. And pants. I don't think I did pants yet. Terrifying. So you can fill up your chest here with gold from whatever super gold farm you choose to do. So that those gold will go in 2 at a time into this dropper. So this completes the Super Piglin Bartering farm. These are all the necessary pieces that you need. You can set up your own filter system, you know, with the impulse item filters. They'll, I guess, let me do that pseudo for you here, at least 1 unit. No, no, no. My bad. Wow, that didn't really destroy anything. That's great. So as you know, whatever, oops, not that. Whatever inert block that is not going to come through the filtering system. And of course you're not going to be able to see anything coming out of that chest. And so let's just say we're going to do blackstone. And so you can make your filtering system as far wide as you want. So let's turn this thing on. So this one block is going to power the circuits and start the training. Items drop down. Now what you may want to do is extend this chute down a little bit, so that way your items drop down nice and neat. Line up, filter it in there, and however other items you're going to want to fill out. You're also going to want to spawn proof this. I guess this should go without saying. So you can put glass and spruce leaves over top of anything that is spawnable. Which includes your ice. And the same thing goes out here, so we'll want to cap off anything where mobs can spawn. I think that's all good, but you could figure that out. And there you go. Here's your super piglin trading farm. It wasn't too bad. It's not too resource intensive, and hopefully I was clear enough in the tutorial on how to do this. If you have any questions, go ahead and feel free to drop it in the comments. I'm happy to answer it the best I can. If you like this video, please give it a like. If you like my content, please consider subscribing, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.